Welcome back, everybody. The Grand Tactician, the Civil War. From Gruntpa Gaming, this is episode 11 of our Your Unit Only Federal Summer 61 campaign using the a.o.m mod. So, last episode we did fight the Battle of Springfield, which was closer than I expected to be. It ended up being a major victory. That was fought on April 6th. It is now April 7th at 2:30 in the morning. So we had two battles on the 6th, a battle here at Springfield and a battle at Alexandria, both of which were major victories for us. That's a big bump up on the federal morale. Just a few days ago, we did have the Battle of Cleveland. Once you have Cleveland secure, we should see this red zone disappear and the country be fully reconnected. And that should be done by the end of today. We do have one more action coming up here, so this will be either for today or tomorrow. So we'll probably still be on April 7th for the next episode, but the Army of the East is closing in on the Army of the Kanawha and Johnston's Corps. Though may have issues here, as I think they do outnumber us. Show me Johnston's Corps. Only by about 3,000 men. That's actually not bad. Okay. Thought it was worse than that. All right, so we're going to go jump into the historical record. And just a reminder to everybody, these videos are always chaptered, so you can jump around to whichever spot you do so choose. From the Journal of John Gruntpa, dated 7 April 1862. Addendum. I have received a short message from the War Department. Apparently, General Buell has won a decisive victory at Springfield in Illinois. Details are sketchy, as word was received via telegraph, and a full report is not expected for at least a week. But this is wonderful news nonetheless, and will definitely hearten the men. The liberation of the heartland from the clutches of the rebels is at hand. I have also heard a rumor that the young lady, Colonel Vargas, has been able to raise a full division of men, women, and freedmen to fight under her. The powers that be are unsure as to what to do with it. McClellan has denied my request to remove Daywood, as he is too well connected in his home state. This has given me an idea to present to the general. Create a new army to fight out west, made strictly a new Liberty Legion, and place Daywood in charge of it. This will allow us both to remove ourselves from a problem. From the Journal, General Daywood, dated 6 April 1862. Another almost sleepless night again. My head feels heavy and my thoughts are clouded. If I didn't know better, I said I was hungover. But since, the incident after the Battle of Alexandria, I told myself not to drink ever again. Almost 4 whole days had gone from my memory. Now I only drink water and coffee. I must say that Major Obama, my new intelligence officer, makes the best tasting brew I've ever had. Somehow I find it easier to give out orders now. I don't think through every decision 10 times like I used to. The dreams are back. Guess that's why I'm so reluctant to fall asleep. The man in the machine, where my limbs are attached with ropes. He controls every move I make, every sound that comes out of my mouth, and my thoughts. This was the last warning, Daywood. Now you are out of here. Your time in the military is over. You're not moving the way I want, and it's all your fault, Tom. You are a loser. Then he shows me my future. Through the opening of a whiskey bottle, I see myself beaten down, almost dead. I'm lying on a sidewalk, and people I know, family, friends, fellow officers walk past me, staring at me, and give me a look that reeks of hate and disgust. Even Trump walks by, smiling at me. I truly hate that man. He has done nothing but destroyed everything I set up with this division. But I know, on the contrary to others he says, he's doing it on purpose. He just acts stupid as a cover-up. How I hate myself for trusting him when he said, "So you're looking for the best of the best, General? Well, I'm the bestliest of them all." I should have shot him on the spot, right there and then. Now I feel paranoid just having him around me. He and that Major Musk. I could vomit just thinking of them. But although things are looking more promising, I feel my time here is on the last breath. I guess it's only a matter of time before General Gruntpa calls on me and ends my division command. I have failed my obligations to the Corps and my country too many times now. Somehow, I feel responsible for the death of General Saga. It was a great loss for this Corps. May he rest in peace. Maybe it's for the best. I miss my wife so much. I could chop my right arm off just to be with her and our children right now. No matter what, I still have them. Now, it's coffee time. A letter from Private Winton, Company C, 2nd Tennessee Nolichucky Legion, to Sarah Walker of Jonesboro, Tennessee. Dated 7 April 1862. Sarah, I pray this letter finds you in good health. We have at last come to grips with the butternuts. Mr. Buell orders us to break camp and march through the 9 of Springfield, Illinois. And from there, the rumor is we angle towards the body of rebel troops along the eastern border of the state. It appears that one General Anderson took offense to our endeavor and smashed into our raggedy army. Curiously, Mr. Buell elected to dismount the army's 3 brigades of cavalry and place them in reserve along the right. It is rumored in the papers that Major General Gruntpa has the same habit of dismounting his horse. Buell's plan seems simple in effect: pitch into Anderson's flank when he attempts to storm his works. In this regard, Mr. Anderson was most obliging. Our division struck the mortal blow, though mournfully. The Legion's not had its fill of the fighting. As Colonel Shackelford halted us just shy of the enemy's rear to dress our ranks. Necessary concession on account of the greenness of the troops and the haphazard nature of the advance, but one that has not been endeared him to the men. I believe the boys in the army now have a good deal more faith in Mr. Buell, him having delivered us the victory over an equivalent force. Though I do not have much confidence in our position. We are still the smallest brigade of the infantry in the army. Brigadier General Vargas, regarded as one of the best brigadiers in the army, has been transferred back to New York to raise a new division. General Sherman caught a ball, depriving us of one of our best division commanders, and it is rumored the rebels are still in force to the south of Springfield. Our sole boon so far is that Milksop Pope was wounded himself. Regardless, we are bound to the old flag until the end. I am and will remain your faithful and devoted fiancé, Albert. A report from Lieutenant Namakish Wattanarong, Company A, 5th Siamese Rifle Regiment, 3rd Infantry Division. Dated 7 April 1862. Sent to the Siamese Embassy in New York. This is my first battle. We fought at Springfield. The battle began on the left flank of the Army's defensive line by the riverbank. I heard from the Massachusetts Volunteer Infantry that it was bloody and there was heavy gunfire exchanged since 5 a.m. The first unfortunate ones were the Confederates. Cavalry charged in as a group and were shot at first. Then they formed ranks and returned fire. Several regiments concentrated their fire on our left flank, which had only 1 regiment. Before long, we could not hold our ground against them. The command had to order troop replacements to fill in for the units that retreated 3 times. By 6 a.m., the Blackbeard Regiment on our left became the primary target of the right flank that engaged with the Confederates. The clash was at a distance, and the exchange was brief. It was not a prolonged firefight. Part of this reason was that the Confederates concentrated their forces on the left by the riverbank. Witnessed the exchange of fire for not long before we launched an assault on them near the riverbank, and we finally engaged in real combat. Of course, it was nothing like the battles we used to fight in Siam. They no longer had the concept of engaging in hand-to-hand combat. The bayonet was only used when capturing prisoners. In our encounters, there were only 2 actions: shooting from a distance, and when the enemy retreated beyond our firing range, we advanced and continued shooting at them. We kept doing this until the enemy broke and was no longer in front of our guns. Our Siamese volunteers performed well in the first battle, much better than the Americans had expected. We maintained our composure and alertness on the battlefield, following orders quickly and efficiently without any slowness. We kept our shooting and reloading discipline systematic. We killed a significant number of the infantry, and many American soldiers commend us to General Daniel Sigels for our discipline and accuracy of Springfield rifles, which had the highest kill count in the 3rd Infantry Division. Nevertheless, we have many injured in this battle, about 11% of our forces. I can only hope that in the next battle we will suffer fewer losses. Right now, our department surgeons are overwhelmed with the continuous treatment of the soldiers' wounds. I must first attend the meeting to report the battle results to General Daniel. I do not want to keep him waiting for the Siamese soldiers. We are very considerate of you, as you have been our benefactor in training us before going into battle. Signed, Lieutenant Nawakij, Wattanarong. From the personal correspondence, Private Bo Bristles, 11th Illinois Infantry, Brass Bandits, dated 7 April 1862. Beloved Bethany, my unit saw first combat on the 6th outside of Cleveland. The fighting was so fierce that the entire division broke except for my Brass Bandits. General MacArthur ordered that we stand firm and force back the rebels. It was through our blood and perseverance that the battle was won. East and West reconnected at the Cuyahoga. But I have suffered a head injury in the fight because the combat report made no mention of our victories. The East Coast elites ignored our victory. Instead, papers rattle on about a victory in Virginia after that General Gruntpa drunkenly marched his men into an ambush. This entire war has been nothing but betrayal by bumbling bureaucrats intent on ruining our nation through incompetence, corruption, or both. Majority of high command hails from the very seat of corruption, New York. Those damn dandies in New York allowed the capital to fall and our nation split in two. And now they continue to flood resources and building a fort on the eastern shore of Virginia on Uncook, because some Dixiecrat copperhead's brother-in-law owns land on the eastern shore. The president preaches unity, but I see a war to save Tammany Hall, fought by immigrants and men from the heartland. Bestest regards, Bo. Right, it's now April 10th, and apparently General Meade had a case of the slows while trying to cross the Potomac. It took him a couple days to get across. So, but we are finally across, and Johnston's corps actually moved away from his front in the meantime, and they are sitting just outside of Culpeper Courthouse now, but that's neither here nor there. So, Army East with 15,847 infantry, 1,094 cavalry, and 8 guns is going up against the Army of the Kanawha with 6,331 infantry, 1,353 cavalry, and 11 guns, led by Albert Jenkins. So, let's go kick these boys out of the Harper's Ferry arsenal. Welcome, my grunts, to the Battle of Harper's Ferry. So we are on the attack, and the objective point is Milltown, just south of Winchester. We're coming in from the east side here. So, very straightforward plan. Come down in along the main road and set up just here outside of Winchester and attack down into rebel positions. We do have a very large numerical superiority on the rebels, so I do not envision this fight taking a long time. And this is not this army's first fight, so they're now seeing the elephant, so it shouldn't be a morale issue on this battle. We are starting with a minor defeat. And rebel morale's at 41 to our 48. You'd think it'd be higher after the string of major victories that we just had. Let's see if we can't add another one onto that list. All right, it's now 7 a.m. of day 2. We did not, the day's battle started yesterday at around 1700, so we didn't get as far down the road as I would like, but we did make it to the edge of town here. And we did get a sighting on the rebel forces. They are strung out from here down along here. Though that may change by the time we get to them, because that was an end of the day sighting. These dispositions here may not be the same. So the plan of attack for now is to get my infantry out here onto the Apple Pie Ridge Heights with the artillery and send the cavalry down here along this road out towards Buffalo Road here and come out on this flank. I'm hoping the rebels are in the same dispositions, like I said, but they probably will change. So we're going to get the artillery moving first, so they're in position up here on the heights. Not really sure what type of gunnery they're going to get from over this way, but I do kind of want them in position as rebels are dug in here. But we will have the height advantage if they do not move up here. So we'll be firing down into their positions. So Pretty straightforward plan of attack. We only have the 2 divisions for this army, plus 1 engineer brigade. So, and understrength cavalry division. So, very straightforward, nothing fancy. All right, come back in once we have contact with the rebels. All right, quick update here. The rebel dispositions did change. They actually put their flanks more into the air than they were originally. Probably hoping to use this fence line here. They would have been better served staying on the stream bed or back along here, but they have shifted to this position here. So no change on a plan of attack. I do have the artillery getting ready to move, still waiting for their orders. Once they're on the move, we'll get the infantry moving. We're going to sweep straight down Apple Pie Ridge. And that'll be our best plan of attack, because we're just going to be above and behind them at that point. Cavalry's still going to its position, hoping these men will turn their backs to them and come this way, and we'll be able to strike in the rear with the cavalry. So just a quick update there. All right, it's now about 9 a.m., and we are in position to begin this attack. We did arrive here about... Well, it's 9:30 now. We did arrive here about 8 o'clock, but I decided to give it an hour to let my artillery do some work and get our cohesion back up. We did actually manage to break one of their batteries, the Gooklins. So we're now going to start pushing this in. Oh, and if anybody's wondering what today's battle brew is, I know I have not been announcing them as of late for some reason, but today is Sexton Irish whiskey.
Keep calm, boys. I'm scared. Soon enough, we'll see the elephant. Check your weapons. Keep them clean.
All right, guns, I want you up here on the heights.
Forward, steady. On me. Keep up, men.
And our cavalry is in position on this flank here. Hopefully these rebels turn to face us. If not, they'll have to engage on their own down here. There was, sadly, and I think I mentioned this last time, I totally forgot to upgrade the weapons of one of these brigades. Yep, the Brandenburg Dragoons. I'm going to have to fix their weapons. We're out of sharp, so hopefully I have something else to give them. Looks like the 8th Virginia is moving out of our way.
On me. Keep up, men. Don't stop for the wounded. Keep moving. Walk right out of these seats. How much longer, Sarge?
The boy's not moved yet. Orr's been very slow at handing out orders to his batteries.
Keep it steady now. Keep up, man. Hit it time.
These are actually the least amount of troops over here. The majority of forces over here. They have the same amount of men as my largest division, the Celtics, actually. We have 7,900 men just in this division. The rebels have 8,000 men all told. We did lose quite a few men overnight to attrition. We lost 114 to overnight attrition. Looks like we have 1 dead and 1 wounded in one of our batteries over here from counter battery fire.
Keep the pieces moving, men. Forward, steady. Fill that gap, private.
This army almost looks professional in its movements. Almost.
Fill that gap, Private! Move! Keep it steady now! Keep moving! Stop to reload! Move! I'll cover! Keep it steady now! Keep it steady! Keep it steady now! Help me with this one. Keep calm, boys.
Why are you still showing awaiting orders? That's a glitch. We'll clear that up here real fast before we do anything else. Because I can mess things up.
Help me with this one. Glide in the rank.
They're still not shifting to face us, which is kind of odd.
Glide in the rank. Sergeant,
Can we arrange that other battery now?
grab that.
Yes, we can. Let's put you guys back on counter.
Sergeant. Sergeant, any word from the... Check your weapons. Keep them clean.
Here we go.
Keep calm, boys. Sergeant, any word from the commander? Keep calm, boys. Soon enough, we'll see the elephant.
All right, begin the advance, boys.
Keep them clean. Don't aim. Sergeant, any word from the commander? Keep calm, boys. Soon enough, we'll see the elephant. Move! I'll cover! Glide in the rank. Check your weapons. Sarge, that's a nice revolver you got there. Mind if I try it? Make sure to calm, boys. Check your weapons. Keep them clean.
Blue runs should have first blood here outside of the artillery. Should see this cavalry regiment off fairly quickly.
Move! I'll cover! Sarge, I'm scared! Check your weapons. Keep them clean. Never mind! Keep fire! Run up!
Nice initial volley right there.
Don't stop to reload. Okay, keep up, man.
And there goes the Gooklins. Every time I think my phone's on south, it always proves me wrong. And it looks like they're rushing everybody in at us. Still have not seen off that regiment, really. Bring your division down. Nope. Wrong force. boys going? Alright, let's hold the orders to that brigade. Looks like I may need them up here on the flank. That whole division here shifting up there. Good job, Celtic Division. Keep it up. There, Blue Run. Help's on the way. Boys, move up, please. Let's clear out this knot down here. Turn your face. No. What the hell are you doing? You attack East Brigade, whoever East Brigade. Taking way more casualties than I expected. about to kick over to a major victory because they're so small a force. It's about to kick over to a major victory. Brigade lane right there, we can't even see it. That is BS. Good job, boys. Keep advancing. Finish off Phil's Legion. Ross's Raiders. Give me some prisoners. Should be in position by now. Let's go. There's the major victory. They are retreating. Stay on them. Don't let them go. Stop chasing that unit. Good job, boys. Stay on them. Keep bagging me prisoners. Bag that commander. Brandenburg's just broke. Happens with these when you're doing these chases. It's annoying as hell. Oh, looks like we just caused. Nope. How are they disappearing from our sight? They're right here on top of us. Oh, that just broke Ross's Raiders. Oh well. Thought they had surrendered to us. The cavalry should have not broken from that. That is just an annoying part of this game. Yeah, we took a lot more casualties than I expected, especially the infantry. A lot more casualties. So we took down 1,500 of their 6,500 infantry, 500 and 1,400 cavalry, got both of their batteries. It's also 2,100 of their 8,500 men. We lost 873 of our 15,843 infantry, 108 of our 1,900 cavalry, 0 of our 8 guns, total loss of 984 of our 17,860 men. All right, combat reports. Engineers did not fight. 3rd Cavalry Division, Brandenburg Dragoons did 39 to infantry, captured 34. 2 to artillery, captured another 33 for a total of 108. Losses: 16 dead, 33 wounded, 14 missing. Aggregate strength of 886, 7% casualties. Ross's Raiders did 61 to infantry, captured 128 for a total of 189. Bristles total is 297. Losses for Ross's Raiders: 4 dead, 33 wounded, 8 missing, total 45. Aggregate strength of 909, 5% casualties. 108 losses from the division altogether. 7th Infantry Division. Whiskey Rebels did no fighting. Norwegians did 324 to infantry, 8 to cavalry, 13 artillery, total 345. Hoosier Hellions did 5 to infantry, division total 350. Losses: Whiskey Rebels had 12 go missing overnight. Norwegian Vikings, 24 dead, 129 wounded, 51 missing, for total 204. 2,500 aggregate, 8% casualties. Hoosier Hellions, 2 dead, 2 wounded, 8 missing, total 12. Aggregate 2,706, 0% casualties. Celtic Division, Blue Run Bourbon Rifles did 78 to infantry, 428 to cavalry, for a total 506. Irish Legion did 509 to infantry, plus up to 510 plus command staff there. Scottish Guard did 222 to infantry, 26 to cavalry, total 29 artillery, total 286. Division total 1,302. Losses: Blue Runs, 53 dead, 251 wounded, 38 missing, total 342. Aggregate strength 2,322, 13% casualties. Irish Legion, 22 dead, 137 wounded, 41 missing, total 200. Aggregate strength 2,416, 8% casualties. Scottish Guard, 10 dead, 50 wounded, 30 missing, total 90. Aggregate strength 2,600, 3% casualties. 632 for the division. Aggregate strength 7,338. 4th Arty Division. Copeland's Lumberjacks did 15 to infantry, 21 to cavalry, 4 to artillery, for total 40. And Goblox's Battery did 9 infantry, 5 to cavalry, 7 artillery, for total 22. Division total 62. Losses: Copeland's Lumberjacks, 1 missing overnight. Goblox's Battery, 2 missing overnight, so they didn't take any combat casualties at all. All right, let's see if we got any of their officers. We didn't lose any this time. Wounded: Major Slaughter of the Cannonball Artillery. Wounded: Brigadier General Canty, Commander of Phillips Legion. And wounded Major Carlin of the Gawley Artillery. And 2 battery commanders and a Legion commander. So we would have gotten more out of that. Surprisingly low officer casualties for what we did to them. All right, I get closed out here, and I'll see you all at the newspaper screen. Glorious victory at Harper's Ferry. Army of Cannonball fleeing in panic, and somehow General Ord became a hero out of that, even though I was very unhappy with his performance, with getting orders out in a timely fashion. I guess he became famous because he broke the 1 battery at the start of the fight. I don't know. Battle of Harper's Ferry has ended with the Army of Cannonball retreating in panic. The enemy's reported suffered total casualties of 2,134 men. There were 271 killed and 523 captured. Our casualties totaled 984 men, with 131 dead and 218 missing, and the rest wounded. Captured 994 rifles and 3 guns from the field and paroled 494 rebels. Looks like they blamed I didn't catch his name, but it looks like they blamed the poor old Major for that loss. Let's give you oars, keep pushing into Winchester. His biggest problem right now is this is where all the rebel corps have retreated up into the valley, so he is not going to be in a good position once they get ready to fight again. Just wait for that to roll off. Get out of the way. Basically a division of Kanawha, not even an army. Oh, we have reclaimed the Manassas Depot. Nice. "48 days for full readiness." Oh, but we're still stuck in position until the engineers get back. Freaking McClellan building a fort out here. Alright, the replacement squadron is on its way. Hopefully the James River Squadron does not come out to fight him, because it's only 2 ships and they're both sloops of war. James River's got 13 ships, with one of them being an ironclad, so hopefully they don't come out and mess with this squadron. Let's put you boys out to sea, and then we'll get you working on the fortifications down here on the Outer Banks. Are we looking everywhere else? All right, Cleveland is secure. We're just waiting for Dick's getting his men back into the green. Hopefully get some supply into his force. Then we're going to move him straight down to Columbus. And same with Buell. Springfield is now resecured. Looks like I may have to ship them towards Indianapolis, because it looks like Department Number 2 is on its way there. Probably could go secure St. Louis first, but I think that's a higher priority, so preventing them from getting Indianapolis. There we go. We are reconnected. Blue across the top there. So we are officially reconnected now via rail along the Great Lakes. Doesn't look like any more rebel forces in the area outside the Department of... Is that Western Florida? It is. Okay. Now we have Cleveland. These towns should come back into our control, because we also hold Pittsburgh, so we should control this area fully and have this rail links reopened for us. Let's put you boys on blockade. It's going to reduce the blockade efficiency over here, because there's only 2 ships in there right now, but it is what it is. You boys come down here to this fort. All right, we've actually managed to push it to April 12th now. We have finally moved the game. Almost a week. But we'll be ending this one here, as I'm going to keep to my 1 battle rule for these episodes. So once again, if you're a new viewer, return viewer, you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember that bell icon so the next video comes out. To follow along in the series and join it, don't forget to bayonet that like button, butt stroke that comment section. And as always, if you do want a unit in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, stated from, weapons, uniforms, officers, and I'll oblige on all counts if possible. You do not even have to be a channel member. All you have to be is the channel viewer to get you one of your brigades into the army. I'll see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.